Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. This is a new season. This is a new game. So what you gonna do?
Hey, yo, well, listen up. I'm gonna win a national championship so I can drafted #1. Your boy's back.
Y'all want to see a show? Yeah! I'll be the X Factor so I can break every tackle.
Yo, Malik, how long you been trying to tackle him?
Like 3 months.
Ooh, he needs some milk.
All right, so I'm gonna stick my way to the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna create the greatest scrambling QB1 ever so I can juke everybody.
Be impressed.
I like that, but it's we the best.
That's nothing. Y'all need to dream bigger. I'm gonna be the greatest QB1 scrambler, college championship winning, dope kicks rocking, X Factor impacting, Hall of Fame making superstar in the game. This is Madden season, baby. Let's go.
What up, though, YouTube? This your boy Mile High Chosen, and we are back here with another video for the day. Now, in this video, man, I want to do something a little bit different than giving you guys tips and tricks and things of that nature. I want to talk about the best players in Madden 20 by position. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank the best players in this game by positions. Now, I know this is going to be a controversy type of video because this is an opinionated statement, so everybody has their own opinion. But I'm talking about strictly in Madden 20. I'm not talking about these players being better than the next player in real life or in previous Madden. So you're going to hear me say some people that have lower ratings are better on the game than some people that have higher ratings because their game translate differently on the game than the next person. You know, so when this video is over, man, drop in the comment section, give me your top players by positions on the game, and if you agree with mine, let me know if you agree. If you disagree, let me know you agree. Let's get a conversation going. So we're going to start off on defense first. All right, and on defense we're going to start off with the cornerbacks. Now, my top 3 cornerbacks on the game is Richard Sherman, Jalen Ramsey, and Stephon Gilmore. Now, depending on what type of style of football you're playing, whether you're playing zone, man, you're blitzing, whatever, either of these 3 can be your #1. Now, for me, I'm going to go with Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore has 98 man, 96 zone, and 98 press. Me, I love playing man-to-man defense. I know for a fact he's going to shut down the whole side of the field by himself, and I don't have to worry about that. Now, the second may be a controversy to you guys, but Jalen Ramsey could have easily been in his #1 spot because Jalen Ramsey has an ability called universal. And to me, universal is something you can play whether he's in man, whether he's in zone. He's always going to play aggressive on the ball. So that universal trait is amazing. So, and Richard Sherman is #3 because he's just slow. I can't do slow corners. So I got Stephon Gilmore #1, Jalen Ramsey #2, Richard Sherman #3. That's just how I gotta go. So now let's go talk about safeties. Now with the safeties, I'm going to break them up into 2. I'm gonna break them up into free safeties. I'm gonna break them up into no. I'm not breaking nobody up. I'm gonna keep them all the same. So free safeties and strong safeties are going to be in the same group because I don't want to make this video too long. So we got Earl Thomas, Harrison Smith, Jamal Adams. They both are free safeties and strong safeties. Now, in this game, this is a run-heavy game. People love to run the ball. People love to chew clock and just do whatever they want to do when it comes to running the ball. My #1 safety on the game has to be Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith has enforcer and he has zoned out. Listen, zoned out is an ability that's already tough to pass, and you can't throw on that zone outside because, you know, the person with zone out is going to break on the ball way faster. But forget that. He has enforcer. Now, Jamal Adams could have been in a #1 spot too because he has enforcer, but he doesn't have zoned out. He has like pressure from a distance or something like that. Harrison Smith is bigger, 6'1". No, he about 6'2", 6'3". Hit power like 93, 94 or something like that. And he can cover. He's slow, but I'm going to choose him just because he's more scary than Jamal Adams to me. Now, Earl Thomas is #3 because he doesn't have enforcer. You know what I mean? Now, when you're going to get somebody who passes the ball all the time, that's when Earl Thomas is going to shine. But this is by this being a heavy run game. I got to put Earl Thomas at number 3, Jamal Adams at number 2, Harrison Smith at number 1. Now, linebackers. Now, we're going to break the linebackers up. So I'm going to do middle linebackers first, and then I'm going to do outside linebackers. Middle linebackers, we got Luke Kuechly, Bobby Wagner, and what is his name? Fred Warner or Frank Warner? It's one or the other. Fred Warner, I think. Now, in my opinion, Bobby Wagner is the better middle linebacker on the game. First of all, he's fast. Hit power is like 98, 99. He can play man-to-man. Very, very tough. Luke Kuechly is number 2. If y'all don't know, when Luke Kuechly announced that he was about to retire, then that's when they threw all, like I think Luke Kuechly was like a 97 or a 96, and then when he said he was about to retire, they gave him a 99 overall. They like boosted all his stats up, like, you know what I mean? So to me, Bobby Wagner is the better quarterback, and I got Fred Warner on there. He's like the 6th or 7th best linebacker on the game, so that tell you I'm not going off ability, but he's on there because he has zoned out. He's the only linebacker on the game that has zoned out, but you know he's not physical enough for me, so I'm gonna go with Bobby Wagner, Luke Kuechly, and then Warner. Now, outside linebackers, we got Von Miller, Khalil Mack, and we got Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones make this list because if you guys don't know about Chandler Jones on this game, Chandler Jones is a freak. You know what I'm saying? He made this list because he had Fearmonger. Fearmonger is one of the scariest traits on the game, especially when they get hot. But out of this list, this could be a toss-up between Von Miller and Khalil Mack. I'm not picking Von Miller to be number 1 just because he's on my favorite team, but he has the Fearmonger ability with the same exact traits that Khalil Mack has. Khalil Mack has Unstoppable Force. I feel like Unstoppable Force is not as scary as Fearmonger. You know, Unstoppable Force is you get to defeat blocks. You get block sheds faster and get the, you can block shed the offensive lineman faster, running back faster. But when you can cut block Khalil Mack with your running back, he's a non-factor for real. So Von Miller, that Fearmonger, he gets pressure even when he's engaged in the block. So if a running back cut block Von Miller, he still can get pressure on a quarterback. The quarterback will throw an errant pass because Von Miller was just in the presence. You know, so I'm gonna have to pick Von Miller to be the number 1 outside linebacker on the game. Now we're gonna talk about D tackles. D tackles, we got Fletcher Cox, we got Chris Jones, and we got Geno Atkins. Now Geno Atkins is the best on the game wise, rating wise. He's the number 7 D tackle on the game. But Geno Atkins is an animal because he has some ability. So he's in the top 3 best defensive linemen on the D tackles on the game. I'm going to pick Fletcher Cox. Now, a lot of you guys is going to pick Chris Jones. And the only reason you guys are going to say Chris Jones is because you see people playing with the Chiefs more. And Chris Jones is wrecking the game because you see that you see your opponent playing with the Chiefs more. Listen, Fletcher Cox does exactly what Chris Jones do, but 2 to 3 times better. Stronger, faster. He's a cheat code when you're going against the Eagles. So my Fletcher Cox number 1, Chris Jones number 2, Geno Atkins number 3. Now, defensive ends was the hardest thing to choose from because we're going from doing the right ends and the left ends, and it's so many of them. It's so many of them. You got J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, Calais Campbell, Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett. You got Melvin Ingram. It's so many of them. Daniil Hunter, Everson Griffin. There's just so many of them. But on this game, you already know you got to go with Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is just a man-child. How highly I'm talking about Fletcher Cox, Aaron Donald is 10 times better than that. He is a 99 overall, but his game, that 99 overall translates to the game so well, man. He does so much on the field to the point where you literally can't move. Sometimes double teams don't work. Trying to send a running back at him don't work. He's tough. So he's my number 1. J.J. Watt, my number 2. And I got Nick Bosa at number 3 on the game. So that's the defensive side of the ball. So now let's transition over to the offensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, we're going to start with the lineman first. Now, since it's 5 offensive linemen, I'm only going to name 1 lineman because it's just too many of them to name. I'm going to go with Jason Kelce from the Eagles. Jason Kelce from the Eagles is probably the best center on the game, and he also is just the best lineman on the game to me because he has nasty streak and he also has power blocking. This is a running game. Understand that. So by this being a running game, that nasty streak and power blocking ability transition to the game very well. So to me, hands down, he's the best offensive lineman on the game. I know you got to understand, I'm not factoring in people who got like pass protection, elite, and all that, because I'm talking about just straight running the ball. Jason Kelce is the best lineman, and then the whole offensive line of the Dallas Cowboys or the whole offensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles could have came in number 2 and number 3. That's just, you know, how it is. Now, let's get to receivers. Now, this is what I'm telling you about how overalls don't matter to me in the game or whatever you got. So the receivers, the top 3 receivers we got is Michael Thomas, Hopkins, and Tyreek Hill. The number 1 receiver on this game is Tyreek Hill. He's going to blow the doors off any defense that you put out there. Tyreek Hill is a man-child. Now, understand, he doesn't have any abilities. None. Not one ability. But that 99 speed is all you need. Mike Thomas is a 99 overall receiver. On the game, they say he's the best, receiver on the game. And in real life, I think he's the best receiver in real life. But on this game, it translates for Tyreek Hill to be the best receiver on the game because he had 99 speed. He got like 96 deep route running. If you run a deep ball, that's why when you see people running deep balls, he's going to get past a lot of the coverage because he got 96 or 97 deep route running. Very, very tough, man. Very tough. So Tyreek Hill, number 1. Michael Thomas, number 2. D-Hop, number 3. Quarterbacks. This is very easy to me, but quarterbacks, you got Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson. Now, I done seen Patrick Mahomes do some weird stuff, man. I done seen him drop 20 yards, 30 yards from the line of scrimmage and off the back foot and still throw a 50-yard dot. You know what I mean? But Lamar Jackson, man. Lamar Jackson has jukebox, fast break, escape artist. He's not the most accurate, but in this game, this is a run-heavy game. When you have fast break and jukebox on a quarterback, that's all you need. Russell Wilson is tough, man. Russell Wilson has the identifier where he knows who's blitzing and things of that nature. That's very, very tough. And he also has the ability where he's going to break the first sack from any DB that blitzing. So Russell Wilson is tough, but this was a tough list for him to be in. So I'm going to have to go with Lamar Jackson, number 1, Patrick Mahomes, number 2, and Russell Wilson, number 3. Tight ends. The tight ends we got is George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Zach Ertz. This was pretty easy for me too. I feel like George Kittle is just the best overall tight end on the game. He's like, even though him and Travis Kelce is like number 1 and 2 on the game, I feel like George Kittle is way better than Travis Kelce on the game. Travis Kelce dropped a lot of contested passes. George Kittle don't drop passes. And then what makes him even better is he has the route apprentice. Like, he has the ability, he has the access to get 4 more routes on the field than any other tight end. So that alone just put him, at the number 1 spot. Zach Ertz at the beginning of the year had that ability, but they took that away from him. Zach Ertz is just too slow. He's okay. He's a good tight end on the game, but he's just too slow. So we got George Kittle number 1, Travis Kelce number 2, and Zach Ertz number 3. Now running backs. Now, this is going to be a controversy for you guys on running backs as well. Now, I got to put 4 running backs up here instead of 3. I got to give a top 4 instead of 3 because this list was kind of heavy. So, on the game-wise, you got Christian McCaffrey, Henry, Nick Chubb, and we got Saquon Barkley. Now, to me, Nick Chubb is the best running back on the game. Now, I know you guys gonna be like, no, McCaffrey, Saquon, or Henry. Listen, Nick Chubb has armbar, and he has bulldozer. Those are 2. I don't even think. Hold on, let me check Henry. Let me see if Henry got that. I think he's the only running back that has that. Let me see Henry. Yeah. Nick Chubb, he's the only one that has armbar and bulldozer. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry has armbar an outside zone guru. We don't care nothing about that. He has freight train, but he has to get in the zone to get freight train. You got to think about it. Nick Chubb is already in freight train mode, and he has armbar. That's the best on the game, and he got 92 speed. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Nick Chubb. Then I'm gonna go with Saquon Barkley. He got that evasive, he got jukebox, and he got spin cycle. Then I'm gonna go with Henry, and then I'm gonna go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey is the best running back on the game by being a 99 overall, but I just feel like his game, to me, it doesn't translate to this game right here. He's not. This is just to me. I never had a good game with him, playing with him. I never break for big runs. And then anytime I'm playing against him, I'm never like scared to go against him. But when you're going against Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley and them, you better be on your P's and Q's, man. So this was my list. Let me know if you agree, with my list, or let me know if you got any changes that you would make in the comment section below. Put your top position players, who you think is your top position players, in the comment section, so we can get a conversation going, man. So please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys for watching this video, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, and we're gonna catch you boys on the next one. I'm out.